Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Viola. So I'm the admin of the group Junk Journals Learn the How-Tos. I'm also the owner of the Etsy shop The Naked Journal. And I'm on several other platforms, including Instagram and Twitter. So, what am I doing today? I am going to make ATC cards. I shouldn't say we, there is a group in the Twin Cities that meets at least, I believe, once a month. We do different things. Some are just creative makes where we enjoy time together creating different projects that pertain to junk journaling. We also have occasionally swaps in which we swap various items. I haven't been able to work on a swap, so this is I believe it's my first time. So I am making artist trading cards, and we have a botanical or nature theme. So I actually pulled out a milk bone box that was heading into the recycling. And so I just started creating my cards by Mod Podging different book texts and some hymns, things like that. And then I went from there. These digitals that you see, yes, they are from Pink Monarch Prints. They are gorgeous. And so I'm very glad to include them into my artist trading cards. So essentially what I did is I already have 14 made, so I just took, this particular item came off of a graham cracker box, and just a second, I try not to do this, but I don't have a glue stick right at hand. So I'm going to locate one. I may not be able to. I just cleaned up my shop, or not my shop, but my room. And of course, once you clean up, you can't locate things. So I'm going to have to run out. Please bear with me. Whoops, I found one, all while tripping on the pup-pup. All right, so we're going to go ahead, glue stick, and I'm just going to be Mod Podging some different things on the cardboard, so that when I go to cut these up, they're going to have different things throughout the card itself, which makes them hopefully interesting. Happy Monday, by the way. I was in Fargo, North Dakota this weekend with my wonderful husband who does control line airplanes, and they were having a contest. So we went over to watch the contest and see. It was essentially all flyers except for one who was from Omaha. He had come up from Omaha, Nebraska, to participate in the club contest. So on the first day, he won, which was fantastic for him. And then the next day it wasn't so good. I believe he broke something off of his plane. Anyway, so that's what we did this weekend. Despite it was a little hot, I will say that. Mid-afternoon, we sat out and had pizza that they provided for us, and it was warm. After we had our pizza, we definitely went back into the Airbnb and spent most of the rest of the evening in air. That's what you do in the Midwest. All right, so this is coming along nice. I do try to kind of have a little, I know some people Mod Podge and they put it this way and that way. I try to have a little symmetry, just because that's how my brain works. And so symmetry for me is kind of always a good thing. I'm not sure why. Oh. But we always seem to we work inside of our comfort level. So I think that's why I do that. Now I'm only using a couple of different pages in this particular project, just to kind of give it a little bit of all the cards that I've made. Used a hymn sheet, a book out of a very old book. This one, it's actually got Godey prints in it. And then I used just some pattern paper here, and I think I'll put a little up here. And then the fourth item was another older book, just to give it some continuity between the whole project. So I've made 14, and we need 20. And so this will make 3. And then we're going to go and start on this one, and then I believe this should make 3. The artist trading cards are 2.5 inch by 3.5 inch, and as you can tell, mine are going to be a little bit thicker. I wanted them that way. I thought that might add a little bit of difference to my cards compared to the other cards that will be shared there. So I'm just putting a few pieces, larger pieces. I think I'm gonna run out of my pages, so I'll probably have to rip out a little bit more, but let's give it a try. Nope, we're gonna run out. So I'm just gonna, maybe I can eke it out. Who knows? That's the fun with art. You never know. Here we go. So I recently started, well, I shouldn't say recently. I've had it out there for a while. I just haven't done anything with it. The Ko-fi site, I've recently put out some freebies, and I'll put a link in the bio of this video. I'll put the link for the Ko-fi shop. It does have a few things for sale, but I've also put out several freebies for digitals. And look at that. I think I eked it out. I think I'm going, I don't know, we'll see. But the Ko-fi site is for just fun for me. In all of my endeavors through junk journaling, I'm not looking to make $1 million. Just something fun. You know, one of the reasons I examined why I like to create things that are for sale. One of the reasons is because I have a heart for people who are new, and I was new once and I didn't know where to find a lot of items, so I do try to create free digitals so that they can just download them and start to have some fun. But the other, I will admit, the other aspect behind selling things is because I've learned more and more about myself. Excuse me. And it is about validation. When someone chooses something I have created and they either pay for it or they download it for free, it gives me a sense of validation that what I'm doing is somebody else can relate to it. Somebody else can say, I like that. And it's odd. As artists, we should just be looking at our things and saying, wow, that is good enough. But for me, I think it's about validation. So I am done with my my two boards. I am going to Mod Podge these, and then I'm going to cut them up into 2x3 things, strips, and make cards out of them. So I don't know, I hope this gave you some inspiration to do something today, enjoy some artistic sit down time with yourself. It does always feel good to be able to let your mind focus on what you're doing rather than all the things that we struggle with in our daily lives. It's nice to be able to sit down and just enjoy our creativity for a bit. So I hope this has helped. Bye for now.